Hi, I'm Ethan Blodgett, and this is my perspective. Frames are a way to understand kind of the complexities of humans and understand different intentions, emotions, and perspectives within an organization or a leadership perspective. Bowman and Deal describes it in four different ways: structural, human resource, political, and symbolic. And that's kind of where I've taken and worked to understand from that model. Frames are a great tool to understand differences and cater towards different personalities or motives. Um, they're really phenomenal to work with a group of different individuals to achieve a goal kind of in a more unified way, understanding those differences and using those differences as a benefit, and understanding what is important within the organization and developing a culture that benefits the people and works towards that goal. Part of this is reframing. Reframing is a way to adapt like your own personal frame to better fit something else or to work with somebody for an objective. An example of this could be sending emails. Um, I'm pretty headstrong with blue, and so when I communicate, it's usually very detail oriented. Here's the list, here's the plan, here's the structure. However, that doesn't work best for everybody. Many people want more than that. Many people want a more personal connection. Oh, how's your day doing? I wondered if what you thought of these ideas. And so finding the best median in which everybody operates and being able to translate your own frames to work with other people is really what reframing is. Communicating in a way that's healthy, that's working towards that goal and is considerate for any parties involved. Like I said earlier, I personally lead with blue. I'm super focused structurally. I operate heavy off of a schedule like I'm showing here. This is my schedule for the week of the 16th in November. I have tons of different things overlapping, different events going on, deadlines, dates, activities, just most of the details. And this is only part of it. Later, I'll show some more, but um, I operate very intentionally based around my schedule. On the flip side, that kind of causes a lot of anxiety and worry, um, just because I'm so concerned with what's going on. Here's some more uh, displays of that. I have different to-do lists all over of things I need to do in the moment, things that are due well in advance. And because of that, I'm very structured, I'm very ordered, I'm very task and results oriented. I'm focused on what's going on and when and how I can get that done as efficiently as possible. However, because of that, I tend to forget about people's emotions. I kind of operate in a very blunt way, and I'm not always very considerate. There's been many situations where I kind of give the blunt facts, and it kicks me in the butt because the emotional side of it is missing. And so people often interpret me as less caring or more blunt or mean. And I really don't intend it to be that way, but because I'm so focused and this is how I operate based on order and structure, I'd come off as very blunt. Um, how it influences me and my decisions, like I said earlier, is what gets done and how quickly I can get it done. How can I organize it? How can it be done most efficiently? I relate it to these characters, Patrick Bateman, kind of in a psychopathic way because of how detail oriented he is with his murders, which I'm no murderer. And then Hermione Granger, just because she's always studying, always in the library, always working towards that next goal and trying to uh, work on that next task. And that's something that influences me is the tasks and what needs to be done. I'm very objective focused and um, that's how I operate. That's how this influences me is I'm focused on the tasks at hand and how to get them done. Because of this, or with styles and changing styles, I've been on many teams. I play lacrosse for a long time, and I'm on an esports team currently. I've learned to work interpersonally and work on those relationships and less so on just the objective, just less on how can I get better, more so of how can I connect with my team. And then recognizing that people are human and I can't just demand people to be machines. I can't be a leader where I just expect results because that's not how that works. And learning to change and kind of be more personal and look beyond the objective and connect with my teammates to operate better as a whole, more on that culture side of how can we foster a group of people to get the best result that is best for the people in the organization and the organization itself. That's winning and working well with others. These frames really help to uh, help these leaders lead their organizations better, kind of understanding the members and understanding the strengths, weaknesses, and how to best work with others. Um, some of these examples are, the Avengers or characters from Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. All these characters are vastly different and have unique strengths, but that can often lead to conflict. And with conflict, being able to understand how different people operate and what their motive is and their why can really help you to cater towards them. You can use what's important to them to help motivate them and vice versa. And with that, kind of fostering a organization that is based around the strengths of everybody to reconcile differences and work towards a bigger plan. With leadership, I think it's important that there's connection, motivation, goals, understanding culture, and strengths. I lead with blue, and that's comfortable for me. I'm very organized. I don't mind all the tasks. You come at me with the blunt facts, give me the to-do list, and I'm ready to go. By the book, that means that yellow is my opposite. However, I think it depends on the situation, and different frames will cause different challenges in the moment. So by the textbook, yellow should be the most challenging for me. However, it depends on the moment. I could struggle with any frame realistically. Thank you.